when you're managing money, and I would actually say when you're managing anything, even a country and the country would be a very good example, you have to manage it according to the laid down regulations or the constitution or the rules. The rules say, in the event of illiquidity, you can extend in consultation with the board. We have extended. That force majeure period is coming to an end. After that, you go to an EGM. Now, the EGM is of the investors themselves. You put proposals, they put proposals, it is discussed, and they vote. So procedurally, as an investment manager, you know, people talk as if the investment manager must come up with a solution and implement. If today I say, this is my solution, if it's not within the ordinary management powers that have been given, I will be acting outside, in excess of my powers. Now, things like, for example, you can even say, why don't you just auction everything and pay people whatever you get? That is an extraordinary action. So we've reached a point where investors then have to weigh in. You don't need any regulator. You don't need any DCI. You don't need anyone. Investors procedurally will sit down on the 26th and decide this is what we want to do. However, as an investment manager, I have a recommendation. We'll tell them, look, the money is in real estate. If you want real estate, take it. You are going to have a better deal than the Imperial Bank, Chase Bank bond people who bought and walked away with zero. I'll give you an apartment. I'll give you a piece of land if you must exit now. If you don't want to exit now, the only other option is to extend. Let's make this a medium-term note. Let's make it a 3-year note. The same thing the government is doing with its short-term paper. Let's term it out. Those are the only two options that we as an investment manager would recommend. Take the asset or lengthen it into a medium-term note. None of these issues require any other regulator to end. You see, if we had stolen money or we had been negligent, you can say, okay, fine, somebody can go to court, but the contract is so clear as to how we manage out of a liquidity squeeze. So my recommendation that I'm giving to any investor, cash is not on the table right now. It doesn't matter. You can go to social media, record videos, go to DCI, go to CMA. The cash is not there because the 10%, 15% we always held has already been paid out. Now I'm left with real estate. Because the real estate there is observable and you can see it. If you want it, take it. If you don't want to take it, let's do a medium-term note. If you don't want a medium-term note and you don't want the real estate, then now there is the EGM. Say what you want. You guys vote on it. Then instruct the fund manager, do the following. Those are the only three things that an investor would do.